Now, the separation of Lillian Nganga and the Machakos Governor Alfred Mutua marks the first time in Kenya history where a sitting first lady at national or county level has abducted the roles. Now, Lillian Nganga has been a one person who accompanied Governor Alfred Mutua in every public function, and the couples were known for their open display of affection on social media. You could see them kissing, you could see them hugging, you could see them showing bromance everywhere. And going by that, this news has now surprised so many Kenyans, including the Machakos County people. So as of now, watu wa Machakos hamuna first lady. I don't know how this business is going to go on. So again, Governor Mutua as of now, ako single. So this is what Lillian Nganga wrote on her Instagram page today. The only constant in life is change, and we must be present and aware to appreciate and embrace it. Wind of change blew my way, and 2 months ago, I decided to end my long-term relationship with Dr. Alfred Mutua. She goes on to say, we had a good run, and I'm forever grateful to God. Who brought us together, and we remain friends. So she goes on to say, with this, I put down my Machakos First Lady cap, and what a honor it has been to serve. She goes on to say that I will continue to do project close to my heart, charity work, etc. through the Lillian Nganga Foundation, as this has always formed whom I am, a person. God's plans are always for our good. Never doubt or question. Lillian Nganga. So that is the end of her statement. Now I'm going to explain to you a bit of Lillian Nganga history and what impact does this separation or divorce of marriage has to the impact of Governor Alfred Mutua politics, because Mutua is finishing his second term in office, and after that he is eyeing presidency. But before we go deep into that explanation, I have a quick request for you. You might be watching me and you have not yet subscribed. My humble request, please consider subscribing so that any other time once we come out with a video, you will always get notified. Again, in that way, you will be helping us to grow this platform. And to all the returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Now, a little bit of history about Lillian Nganga. So, Lillian Nganga went to Loreto Kiambu Girls High School. Now, 4 years later, she joined the University of Nairobi and studied hospitality and tourism. Now, after that, she landed her first job at a Safari Park Hotel. After working for 1 year, she left hotel work and got employed by the Kenya Airways. Then after she had employed by Kenya Airways, she went on to work for almost 6 years in that company. So after that, she registered a company known as Ameli Travel and Tourism that she still operates up to now. Now, Nganga met Mutua in 2011. That was March there. They were friends, and it went on to a level when they now went into marriage. So, that is a bit of history about the former Machakos First Lady. And this information, she's the one who gave out on an interview with the Standard. So that's the story about this First Lady who has definitely quit the work and quit the marriage. So what impact does this have to Alfred Mutua, the current governor of Machakos, and a person who's propelling himself as a potential presidential candidate ahead of 2022 general election. We are just 1 year to the next general election, where Mutua has been dumped, and now he is a single man looking for the higher seat. So Alfred Mutua is a victim here. Why? If Mutua is seeking to get elected as the next president of the Republic of Kenya, or even be a running mate to someone, or just assume a prime minister in the next government if referendum will be allowed to go on, I think even his rating is going to go down, simply because Mutua in one way has failed to put his house in order. Sasa hapa ndio watu wanasema kama mambo ya nyumba yako imekushinda itakuwaje unaweza ongoza watu? If you cannot organize things in your house, how are you going to lead us? That's where the rubber meets the road. So any opponent of Alfred Mutua is going to use that as a tool to hammer Alfred Mutua candidature in 2022. Even if Raila was foreseeing Alfred Mutua as an able running mate to him, I'm sure he is going to reconsider that position, just in case Kalonzo is not playing and he is not considering someone like Charity Ngilu. I'm sure even Raila Odinga is no longer going to consider Alfred Mutua as a running mate. Even William Ruto cannot consider Alfred Mutua as a running mate simply because his house is not in order. I remember when someone, who's this? When Kitui was exposed on social media, where he was naked, even Ruto talked about this thing, and he was using that as a tool to hammer on Kitui candidature. So all these things are going to play. As we are speaking now, I'm sure even if Alfred Mutua was going to vie for Machakos gubernatorial for the second term, let's assume he's having first time, this also was going to be a hindrance to his candidature. So as a respected man, it is now coming in public that he has not been responsible to settle issues in his family. So that shows him as a failure from family level. You know, leadership always starts from family coming forward. Anyway, we are not celebrating this issue. We are deeply praying for him when he's in this hard situation. We don't know what the issue, what was the problem that led into this issue. But we are just here to analyze the political side of this. Though we sympathize with him for that reason. So going forward, I'm sure even Alfred Mutua will need to take time, relax, and reflect on himself, to rethink about his politics going forward, make correction where he has gone wrong, and then re-strategize again. But again, 2022 is in the corner. He don't have a good chance. So the people of Machakos who cannot reach to the governor quickly, or even in any other county, the easiest way to reach to governor normally sometimes is always through the first lady, even sometimes to the president. And even women and ladies would always associate with the governor through the first lady. So as we are speaking now, I'm sure now some of the people of Machakos County will have problem reaching to Governor Alfred Mutua, since now they have been left without a first lady. Wamekuwa orphans now, hakuna first lady. So that is also another hindrance to that office. I don't know who will be in charge of that office for the remaining time, because Mutua is still young, he's still in his 40s. I'm sure maybe he will consider to remarry again, but that cannot come this much soon. It will take more time for him to rethink on how he can now get remarried again going forward. Now, I cannot go into the issue of children's. That one is private matters. I will not go into that, but I'm just tackling the political side. So Mutua has been working from county to county, and most of the time they have been seen twice working together. So the relationship has been good. Even when he gets to Central region, you know, he has married from Central. So when he go to Central region, he still tells them that I'm your man here. I am married from this region, so I'm part of you. That one also was part of the bargain that he had on his presidency, or even on his negotiating. such that when he's selling his Maendeleo Chap party, it is easy to sell it in Central region. And that's why you see Mutua has made a lot of trips to Central region using the network through the wife. But that is no longer part of that story. So going forward, I think things will have to escalate, and we will come up with another development in case we get to that. So thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. Tell me in the comment section, what do you see about this issue to do with Alfred Mutua? Now it is out in public. May good God bless you. See you in our next video, but please consider to subscribe, share, like, recommend to your friends to join this platform. Some of the guys have told me they are recommending their friends, and the numbers are good, numbers are developing, and we are experiencing good growth here. So I'm grateful to each and every individual who is part of this family. So let us keep on going. Correct me, and actually it is not necessarily we have to agree. Sometimes we can disagree, though constructively. And I appreciate each and every individual who disagree with me, but constructively, because when you do that, you help me to make correction and we grow together. Stureh. See you.